Widespread panic. It's finally time that I react to widespread panic. I received a request from somebody, and it said, this was 19 days after Michael Hauser's last show. George McConnell did a great job filling in and is so underrated. Check out his band Beanland with JoJo in the late 80s and Kudzo Kings. Also, Luther Dickinson from North Mississippi All-Stars. Add them to your jam band Hill Country Blues list. This is an outstanding sick version with a sick jam. Enjoy. And $20. All right, stop breaking down and a link. Okay. I'm going to check my completed. Yes. Okay, there. Okay, here's the video pulled up. I'll watch it. I also have my notes tab right here. So I might separate them out so I don't have to move away from the video. Otherwise I will just go audio, right? But I don't know, guys. I think maybe I have to see this. Let's see. What else can I get on here? I can find my document. There we go. All right. Woo! Everything's working out now. All right. Erica reacts to widespread panic. It's happening. I've heard so much about them. They're from Georgia. Apparently they came up with the fraternity scene. Okay, here we go.
good man with reputation down. Stop breaking down. Oh, baby, please stop breaking down. Yeah, sister, I gotta push your brains out, baby. So they're gonna make you lose your mind.
Okay. If you were following along with my very long document that I wrote throughout the entire thing, look at my notes. See, guys, I'm such a good student. All right. So, my high level overview is that I hate the blues. I don't know if you guys know this. I effing hate the blues. I just don't like it. I've just never liked the blues. I like bluegrass, but I don't like the blues. Um, it's just it's just how I am. I'm very bored by the 16 bar pattern. So I was very skeptical of them. Then I started. Remember, I started the research. I did the search. I was like, wait a minute, is this like a standard blues song? And then I was like, oh yes, it is. Then when I started liking them was when they started jamming. But during their whole like blues section, I was very like, I hate the blues. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't understand what they're saying. They're singing all. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I was just like, oh, okay, like panic. This isn't what I expected. And also, why would someone pay for me to react to a blues? I was kind of like, you guys know I hate the blues. Like, why not give me something. Anyway, then my point is, they turned it around because I had nice things to say in the beginning. I was just kind of like, okay, ho hum, ho hum, ho hum, ho hum. And then I was like, oh, wait, they're covering a song. Oh, look, a pedal effect. Oh, that's a lot of distortion. And then the wind effect on the bassist's hair. Great hair, by the way. I'm so jealous. Singing like Dave Matthews Band. Can't understand anything. Blues. I was like, okay, bluesy keyboard. If you want to know how I say these in my head, take it away. And then I said, I want a multi-stacked keyboard rig because he had like all those keyboards. I was like, oh, that'd be so fun to have like so many keyboards rigged. I was like, take it away, baby. I was like, oh, teamwork because I was like, oh, how cute. I was like, ooh, interesting technique because he was kind of like playing like this. And I was like, you shouldn't do that, like a classically trained pianist, like, no. Little sloppy, but okay. And then he's like, rawr, he growled a bit. And then I was like, is that a redhead? I was like, wow, okay. Or just the lighting. And I was like, I can't understand anything the singer's saying, but that's okay. I was like, oh, a saxophone. Okay. And then it's like, whine, sing until you get it. And then I was like, I need my emotional support, Yoshi. Okay. Here comes the jam, I'm guessing, because the lights just got activated. Okay, here's the part where I got really excited. I was like, wow, this guitar is impressive. I was like, oh, okay, okay. They're starting to cook. They're starting to cook. I like this part much better. And I was like, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but I hate the blues. So, and then I was like, all right, now the jamming. Okay, now it's heating up. Now I can handle it. Oh, teamwork. They're playing off each other. Accelerando. That means they got really fast. I was like, oh, guitar going hard. Work together, baby. You can do it. Intensity, overlapping sound. Glissando. That's when you go bring, like that on the keyboard. He did a lot of these. That's glissando. He did a lot of glissandos. The crowd's getting there. They're just like in it, They're like a lot of chromatic. It was like like that. I was like, oh yeah. And then they were vivace. Vivace is like very fast. Vivace. It's like it's really fast. And I was like, oh, like it's building and building. I was like, is this a one-way street? Or are they gonna bring it back? I wasn't sure if it was gonna just go explode, 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 and end, but then it didn't. It kind of came back. They did harmony, and I was like, oh, cute. And then I was like, oh wait, things are dying down. Oh, cool sax line. And then I'm like, oh, they're playing back to each other. Cute. Okay, little melodies they're sharing, like old friends sharing stories. And then I was like, gliss, 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 because he was like, dur, dur, dur. And then it's like octave scales. Oh, we're back now. And then the drummer was like, he gave this little face like, yeah, did you guys like that? And I was like, oh, don't be so nonchalant. Like, yeah, we just did that. It was like a very like, you know. And I was like, ooh, spunk. I like that. And then there's a bongo drummer just being like bongo-y, and then there's like a funky okay. And there was like an old Diet Coke bottle because they're from Georgia and Coke is from Georgia. Anyway, just kidding, but G minor pentatonic scale. That's when I heard they kept doing that. And later there was an ascending G major pentatonic. Something like that. I don't know. They just kept playing the same thing over and over again. And then take it away, sax. If I were in this crowd, I would have not noticed that 15 minutes had gone by either because it was kind of like just natural. Once I got to the jam section, I was like, yes. I'd be like, yes, we're on this journey together. Yes, okay, random keyboard, okay. I was like, oh, we're just going to get all bluesies again like that out of nowhere because he just was like suddenly all like whatever. I was like, oh, it's cute, chillaxing. And then the guitar at the end was so pure, it sounded like a flute. And then the chimes, always end with some kind of like memorable percussion. Okay, so that's my reaction to my first time really listening to Widespread Panic. I think once I heard one of their things in a live stream I did, but I wasn't really like, I was like dedicated to my live chat. So yeah, they can jam. They really can jam. I just hate the blues. So I think this, they don't generally do the blues. But yeah, I just don't like the blues. Like, I got the blues so bad. I don't know why. Just the 16 bar blues pattern just is not my jam. It's too slow to dance to. It's kind of like downer. I mean, it's literally called the blues. It's like depression. Um, why else don't I like the blues? I don't know. Like I like I seriously like every American music form. Like I like country even. I like some rap. I like some hip hop. I like some dance music. I like almost anything. I don't really like the blues. I don't know. It's just not my jam. Maybe you guys can also like figure out how to get Erica to like the blues. I like jazz. I like funk. I like progressive rock, prog rock. I like heavy metal. Like I like a lot of things. I just don't like the blues. So I only liked this when they departed from the blues. Yes, Yoshi, it's cute. You're okay. It's okay. He's okay. Yoshi was a little scarred by, but he's over it too. He's saying like I should give the blues a chance. Like what's that? Oh, okay. I'll give the blues another chance. Okay, but I like Western Panic. They're good. I mean, they're obviously very talented. And then remember I read the backstory at the beginning about like they lost their guitarist. That's so tragic, but they came together, and honestly they were working really well together in this, especially the guitarists, because obviously that's a really important like chemistry. They have to like have that like, it's a song and dance, it's a little bit of like a mating ritual. They have to be able to like dance around each other properly, and I thought they did that really well. So yeah, I thought this was a very good example of just getting to see what they can do, which is a lot. They have very good musical capabilities, and then they use a lot of like jamming units for like, they'll play a little like do 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 do, and then everyone's like do 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 do, and they all like play it back to each other, and then like there'll be another one do 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 do, and then do 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 do, and then do 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 do, and then they all like go back and forth with it. So I'm like, okay, so that's kind of like the jam style, but that's part of how jamming goes. So yeah, that's my reaction. I mean, just being honest, I like it, but I don't like the blues. So can I have like a bass song? I love jam vehicles, don't get me wrong, but is there like a song of theirs that I'm gonna like, and then they can also jam on it? Like that would be excellent, because I don't know. I had to like really like pull myself in. I couldn't understand the singer, so I don't even know what they're singing about in the blues. And the blues is like about something, and I can't even relate to what it is. So like during the song part, I was like, I have no connection to this song. I have no connection to these lyrics. I have no connection. And maybe that's just something you're supposed to know. Like you should know all the standard blues songs. You should know all the standard Americana songs, so that you should just know what they're saying anyway. It's like, no, I didn't know. That's why I looked it up. And then I was like, oh, it's an old blues song. But I was going to look up the lyrics, but then I didn't. So anyway, that's my reaction to, wait, Widespread Panic. I made like a really big thingy. See? Widespread Panic. They have a cute logo. It's so cute. It's very cute. So, yes, those are my notes. And so, Yoshi and I, we thank you a lot for joining us today on Erica Reacts to Widespread Panic. Please keep sending me requests if you don't know. I have a YouTube channel. It's under this, Erica Retro Gaming. Just let's pause that. If you want to find things, my popular videos are the Beatles, I guess. They're all there. But all my videos are under here. If you want to just browse through in chronological order. If you want to find things by playlist, I organize it quite well. So, like, the Grateful Dead has their own folder, interviews with Deadheads. Fish has their own folder, the Beatles, Goose, jam bands in general, Billy Strings. You can kind of just like pick your poison basically and go through my channel in that way. And if you want to request something, the reason I ask for donations is that I don't get any money from ads when it's a reaction video, because the record companies get the money and the artists. So I don't get any ad revenue for doing reactions. Zilts, nada, nothing. Okay. So I get money if it's like people watching my interviews. So if you watch those, that helps me. And then, if you want to do a reaction, just put it onto this request, the link. See how I clicked the link on my page right there, Linktree. Here's my donation options. Here's the form. And then down here is all my other social media. I have a Patreon. I have a Discord. We have a little chat going on over there. Twitter, whatever. Like, I'm most active on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are like my main things. And then I do, I chat with my Discord people too. There's not that many there. My Patreon people, we have private chats. That's one of their membership benefits. Okay. They get releases to videos. The YouTube members get a bunch of videos early. Like, see on membership right now, these are all the videos that like you can watch early. Like, I usually have at least 5 videos on here because I try to get videos done in the future, and so all these members can watch early before they come out to the general public. So that is the benefit of joining as a YouTube member and just being supportive of a young, not that young, middle-aged entrepreneur like myself, music lover, music professional. I teach singing and piano for a living. This is my life, this is my passion, and I'm happy to delve into new music with all of you and like listen to the music you guys love. That meant a lot to you, so it means a lot to me. And then when you do that request form, the reason it's so great is it goes onto this master list that I showed you in the beginning, and then it has like what it is, the link, what you want to say about it, and then money. So I know, oh yeah, you gave 30, and then I like listen to it. So yeah, and then I can like mark off that I did it, because see all the ones that I've already completed up here, a lot, and there's some that I haven't, but at least it's all in a list for me to check at my leisure when I have time. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today on Erica Reacts to Widespread Panic, and looking forward to seeing you on some of my future episodes. Goodbye.